if everyone comes to the beach,
oh my god,
we are gonna get super fucked up
by drinking
by 5 o'clock at night because for some reason I'm not sure why we. Well, actually, I know why we do this, but we start drinking when we're sitting on the beach. We're sitting on the beach at 10 a.m.
I know.
So we're guys.
We
try to hold on. I'm not done yet.
Can I just tell you one thing?
What? And welcome back to the Holmes Bros podcast, episode 31.
32.
32.
I think, yeah, 32.
Sit down, whip it out. Dylan, open up your beer. We're having a good time.
Yeah. It is Wednesday, June 25th. I can't do this shit.
I got it. I'm the master of opening up beer cans there. Oh. Ah. That's so hot.
And this flavor is raspberry.
So, today we only got a few things to talk about.
Not too many things, but
we're going to do a recap of what we missed on over the weekend. And then we're going to talk about what's going on this week and how I am suffering from this week. But we're not going to tell you what it's about yet until we get to that topic. So let's head into what we missed over the weekend. One thing, Dylan experienced the Elmwood Park Zoo for the first time.
Sunday.
So now...
Let's plan on Saturday. We're having Saturday.
Carter came over.
And we went to this miniature golf course in Phoenixville, which is called Kimberton. No, it's called Marquis.
Yeah.
And we only finished like
don't tell them yet, because that's part of what else we're going to talk about while I'm suffering. Don't do that mixed sound.
We had a good time.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
We got wet.
Well, if we have from the waterfall in hole number 9.
Yeah. Then we went to Chili's, had dinner there.
Uh-huh.
The next day, Jamie, Dylan, and I took Dylan to the Elmwood Park Zoo for the first time. The video of that whole weekend is on Dylan's channel, up right now, right?
Yeah, it's up right now.
Yeah, it's up right now.
It's been up for about a few days.
So
it's been up since Sunday night.
When we were at the zoo, it did rain, but it was not too hot like they said it would.
So, actually, the rain made it look less cool. Well, it was hot than it actually was.
Yeah, so it was not hot when we were at the zoo. When we got back home, the sun came back out, and then it was hot again.
Favorite animal?
The giraffes.
Yeah. Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald the giraffe.
And guys, I don't know why they have the venomous creature there and what is a Gila monster. They are native to Arizona, but there was one in the Elmwood Park Zoo. Explain why.
We fed giraffes.
And guys, it's also in the video that's up right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got a video of Wyatt doing it and Jamie doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But Gerald, he's chomping.
Yeah. On
that lettuce we get that they gave him.
So that's the weekend, and if you want to see the weekend, it's on Dylan's channel. But now, the big news is today is the final day. Now, this is not talking about Friday. It's talking about today. They're recording Wednesday. It's the final day of the massive heat wave that I think most of the East Coast has been in.
Most of the East Coast has been in that heat wave. Yes, that's correct.
So I think the main day started with Saturday.
Well, as you can see here,
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All the rain's coming, bro.
So Saturday, when we were going to miniature golf, we only played 12 holes because of how hot it was.
It was hot. The humidity was up, but the only hole we got at least was hole number 9 because you're in a side cave with waterfall coming out one side. Then relief, and then hole number 12, I think it was.
Yeah,
and then he quit.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but Wyatt went to return the pencil back, so we have the pencil here.
Yeah, we have a free pencil from miniature golf at Marquis in Kimberton.
And Phoenixville, but it's fine. But the thing is, guys, we were there and it's amazing. But tell them Remember last week what I ordered that's coming Wednesday? Well, I actually got messed up with our.
Oh, so we finally ordered, and guys, we're going back to the We Talk that I got for my birthday. So we're going back to that just for a bit. I know we talked about it last week. We're talking about it again.
Yeah.
Dylan ordered. Actually, he ordered it after last week's recording of the podcast.
On Wednesday.
Super Smash Brothers Brawl. We got it, and we got fucked up. Okay, so it came in on Monday,
Tuesday.
So came in on Tuesday, and Dylan played it. In the middle of him picking a map to go on, that error came up on the screen saying this cannot be read. I'm like, and I was like, fuck. So I get home, I play out 2 rounds, and then in the middle of my 3rd round says this cannot be read. I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm like, give me your Amazon account. We go on there, order a refund/exchange to get the same game, but
it's called replacement.
Replacement. That's what it's called. Yeah, replacement. I don't know how to.
Because all on YouTube and said if your storage messages does not work, just return it and get a replacement disc.
Because it came with a free 90-day warranty. So today I returned it back to the post office. So I'll get shipped back to wherever it came from.
And then the other one's coming on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The replacement's coming on Friday. So I will be able to play it and see if it works. And if it does work, I will text Wyatt on Friday or Saturday. Cause I do get home at 1 p.m. on Friday from work. So I think what I'll do is I'll play some Friday if we get it early. And then I will text Wyatt what it's like, see if it works and stuff. But dude, guys, if you don't know, Super Smash is like Wyatt's favorite gun in the Wii.
Yeah.
And your favorite character is
Kirby is the man, but he has to be red.
Red Kirby is Wyatt's main person to have.
Mm-hmm.
He's always wins with that. And Kara's first character is
Pikachu.
Second character is
Ike.
And my first character usually would be.
I don't know.
There's 2.
I don't know who you pick.
Pokemon Trainer.
Okay.
I can't use the second one because he's not unlocked yet.
Who?
Lucario. I think he's Steel. I forget what his other typing is.
But
let me check his other typing.
Yeah, so that's what's dealing with the Wii and the games. But now I want to talk about this massive heat wave. So
guys, it was bad.
Monday, yesterday, and today were probably the worst days for me personally.
Because you had to work.
Because I work, and where I work is inside a warehouse with no AC. The only thing we have for a little bit of relief is opening up the doors and 2 big industrial fans that blow air. But since it's hot, they're blowing hot air. So the smallest amount of circulation is there. So Monday, I think the high was like 93.
90. Actually, I think it was 95. No, that's today's high. Yesterday's high was 97.
Don't you mean Monday?
Monday's high was 97.
So what I do, I cut carpet, drive a forklift, and just work in a warehouse.
I also do deliveries in your car.
Before I went out to the warehouse to do work, I was in the office doing work, and my manager said, "Wyatt, you and your coworker, whenever you need to cool off, come in the office because that's the only place that has AC in the whole building, which is screwed up." What?
Same thing, because usually when I'm working at work, we go in this in the back, which is like a little warehouse kind of thing, but it's not quite. It's hot right there, and the only thing we have air are these 2 fans that can turn towards the truck, or you can turn it towards where I would use it for the hangers if it's done. You're back there, and it's like dangerously hot right there. And when you come back out into the actual store, you're like, thank fuck, we get relief.
I could stand still and start to sweat in my warehouse. That's how hot it is. Because for some reason, our warehouse can retain heat and retain cold temperature. So in the winter, it's cold. In the summer, it's hot.
In the fall and in the spring, it's fine.
It's perfect. So then Tuesday rolls around. So if you don't know, Tuesday and Thursdays, my store gets a delivery of pad. You're not sure what pad is. It's um, soft material that goes underneath carpet.
Yeah. Yesterday and tomorrow. We're getting it yesterday and tomorrow.
So each roll weighs about 50 pounds. And we have to go into the back of a trailer to get it. So being in the trailer, which is like 110 degrees compared to outside where it's like 100 degrees, and then lifting, walking back and forth inside in the warehouse, back into the truck, and they're both hot areas. So yesterday, high was 100, and heat index was like
111.
111 plus or whatever. It was bad.
It hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad heat. That was it. The heat was just unbearable. But like, how could an animal do that? Because last night in our cameras we found something.
What'd you find?
Cat.
Find a kitty cat?
No. It's a fox actually. I think. Well, you can give me the judgment. I have it right here.
So over these past 2 days, I want to thank whoever invented the remote start for your car. That is a fox, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On our front porch again.
Yep, guys, we have a thing with foxes. The fox, like we have a few different foxes that pass our door, but that haven't happened like the past month. And finally, last night around 11 o'clock, a fox comes walking up and goes past our sidewalk, close enough to the front door camera, and picks it up.
Yeah.
And he looked like he was ready.
This is the recurring thing sometimes.
Well, with the fox door coming through.
Yeah. Before we used to come on the driveway and walk around my car, and then it's coming to the front door. Like sometimes it comes right up to the front door, and like close enough to touch the door, which is like.
He didn't touch the door though.
Yeah, but I'm wondering why he's that close. But he's not annoying us or anything. But yeah. So like I was saying, over these past few days, I want to thank the person who invented a remote start for people's cars, where you can start your car from not being in your car, because I have to remember when I park my car in the morning, before I get out, I need to turn my AC on full blast. And then before I leave, like 10 minutes before I clock out, I start my car so it cools down. Because if you guys live in a place where it gets hot in the summer, and you've been in a car, you know how hot it is getting in there when there's no AC running.
The worst part, I think the worst state to have this happen. Now, you can tell me I'm wrong or not, but like you can just tell me I'm wrong or not. Arizona.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the forecast for them. The hottest day they're going to have is July 2nd of a high of 113.
Ew.
But guys, I guarantee you by later next month, it's going to get to pretty much close to 120. Because that's how close it got when we lived there. It was 120 degrees.
So, what was I going to say? So there are ways to prevent your car from being hot as hell. There are like those windshield guards you can put up that we had one in
Arizona.
I have one in my car, but I'm not sure it's going to work because.
But you can try it at least.
But my dash cam I think it's hindering it from staying up as. So. But the remote start does help.
It helps because I remember like Wyatt always started his car like in the morning because like is it like hot when you have to leave early in the morning? Like
It's not hot. Like this morning I left it like at 5:45. It was not hot. It was warm.
So like when you're at 9.
It's never warm in the morning. No, I mean it's never
hot in the morning.
Dangerously hot in the morning. Like, you know, it could be a little bit sticky if it's humid, but
yeah, but guys,
usually I'm good in the morning.
Yeah, but guys, it's gonna get even more dangerously hot as we go through the week, because what I've heard from the week is that, guys, it's gonna be 70 something degrees on Friday. Let me just check.
Yeah. So the day you guys are hearing this, the temperature has dropped a full 30 degrees. And
It's
that's
gonna
just
be
because it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
50% chance of storms and 71 on Friday, but tomorrow 85 degrees, but a 70% chance of storms. And right now here in our home state, it's 95. It feels like 101.
Yeah. So it's not the humidity here in PA is out of control. Like Arizona, yeah, it gets like to 113, as Dylan said, but there's no humidity.
It's super dry. Like, for example, let me go to Phoenix right now. Right now in Phoenix, 102. It feels like 96.
Yeah,
The real
102, but it feels like 96. Like,
Guys,
how does it feel cooler than the actual temperature?
well, let me see humidity level.
And guys, it's 3 o'clock right now in Arizona at the time of humidity 7%. Who the fuck made it so dry there, and why does it have to be so moist here? Like I can here,
Yeah,
44%. So sometimes in the morning, after it rains or there's like dew on the grass, I'm going to Florida 59%.
Yeah, Florida. I think Florida. And look, it's 90 feels like 100.
Yeah, 10 degrees hotter in Florida. That's messed up just because of humidity.
But guys, well, the thing is, we are leaning towards going there in October with Carter and his dad. But we heard that his brother is being a little dumbass and said he doesn't want to go.
That's fine.
I'm like,
last time he went, he didn't even go in the ocean, so it's not an issue if he doesn't come.
The only thing is like the only thing he does there that I have seen is he only goes to Sandbar for live music. He'll go on the beach. He'll get his feet wet for his ankles. He won't go. He won't go any further than that. 'Cause I think what the thing is he likes, I think, big waves maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he likes big waves. I'm like I remember last time I was there in 2023, the last day, we had some big ass waves. Why and why when we started playing the game under, over, through, and why for those who know, over, under, and through are
under, over, and through is a not really a game. It's just something like a strategy we would do
in the ocean.
In the ocean when there's rough and slash big waves.
Big waves. So explain what each one is.
So when a wave is coming that's big, if it crashes, we go under it. If it's forming and it's big enough, we would jump and float over it. Or if it's breaking on top of us, we would go through it. Like put our back against the wave and
go just through it.
And it would like break on our backs and we would go through the wave.
Yeah, I remember like this one big wave we had in North Carolina. And it wasn't breaking, it was still forming, going wait. And this guy, Wyatt, yells, "Over!" So we all start paddling and going over the wave. It's so fun.
Yeah, I think it's a fun thing.
But guys, we were gonna go to Florida last October last year in 2024. What happened?
The hurricane. I forget which one it was. Screwed up our trip. So
it was two of them that hit.
Yeah, two. So we went to South Carolina instead.
Yeah, that was 2022. We didn't go to South Carolina this year. 2022, there's a hurricane that hit Florida. Then went to South Carolina. We went there because South Carolina only had the Category 1 hurricane. So went there, but there was this bridge that was taken out by the hurricane in there. But what is your favorite thing to do in Florida when we're there?
Florida?
I don't know what it is. Oh,
there are probably three things I like to do.
I think I know which one of them are.
What's one of them?
Skimboarding.
No, that's not one of my top things.
Night walks.
I like doing skimboarding, but
Okay.
My top 3 things I like to do.
Night walks one.
Yeah, night walks.
Yeah, no.
Playing football in the pool.
That's cool too. And the last one?
And waking up early in the morning to go to the Intercoastal and watch the sunrise.
Or
Because sometimes when you do that, you can see dolphins.
the thing is, I enjoy night walks.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy that. Sunsets on the golf. On
Yeah,
the
those are
beach.
nice too. But sometimes,
There's clouds and you can't go.
yeah, sometimes a cloud and it blocks.
But the thing is, that and then night early is well, for one to go see sunrise, but also as sunrise is there, you can walk down the street and go stroke and get breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go on this year, I'm gonna take you and Carter to online key to get breakfast there.
And also,
Because they have some good breakfast there.
talking about the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Last time you were there, I only saw one perfect sunset where there was no clouds in the way. So
Yeah, but
it's rare to see a perfect sunset when you're down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Well, recently it has been,
Very recently.
But when we were down for spring break, and we stayed at that El Galeon, like right on the beach, every night we saw a perfect sunset.
But like we go in October, I don't know. Like I think it's good to go in October because it's not as hot, but it's still humid as hell.
And the golf is still so warm
Yeah,
in
the golf
October.
The golf's like I would say like between 83 and 800 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I guess guys, it's in the 80s and think of it, it's October. Like guys, if I was there for 2 weeks, I would love it. But we've never been there for 2 weeks. The longest we've been on vacation in Florida was
10 days.
10 days. Because I remember it was the first year with Carter's family. Tell what we did was kind of really mean when we did to them.
Oh, so the whole week we were hanging out with Kyle and Carter doing whatever. And the morning they leave like at 6 in the morning.
No, we were out there at like 8 or 9.
Well, whenever time I left, it was pretty early in the morning. It was like the sun is just rose.
We were here. We were out. We were outside too.
Yeah, we're out like saying goodbye and everything to our aunt and uncle and Kyle and Carter. But for some reason,
we thought
that today was a perfect day to ride bikes. Just in the parking lot, because the parking lot is pretty big for us to ride bikes, so
we have flip-flops on.
It made sense, but out of the whole week, we never rode bikes. Then the day Kyle and Carter are leaving, we ride bikes.
I mean, we when they're packing up, we were riding bikes around the truck.
Yeah.
On the truck, we're just like going up, down, over everything. We're just going around, and then. I remember that same day, like a few hours later, or sometime when they just leave Florida, I think, the state, and they go into Georgia. I think Carr texted me, and he said, "Why are we riding bikes in our car?" I'm like, "Because we."
He's like, yeah, the one time you guys decide to ride bikes is the day I'm leaving.
And then I'm like, dude, there was bikes in the garage, and we decided to bring them out and ride them. If we could, we would ride. I think we rode bikes one time too, okay, didn't we?
No, we never did.
We should try.
We always walk.
Okay,
because it is a close distance.
It is close. We walk there to like 15-20 minutes to get 10-15 minutes to get there.
If we go to Florida again
this year,
and just a guys trip, it's gonna be insane.
That's what I was talking about. That was talking a guys trip.
Yeah, it will be because it'll be you, me, Dad,
Carter,
and
Tori,
and then we're also gonna have our Uncle Mike, our cousin Jimmy, Chad, and some other people down there staying at Mike's house.
Chad.
So it's gonna be a fucking
crazy weekend.
Like if they come, like I can imagine maybe a couple days at Uncle Mike's pool, and maybe a couple days that everyone comes to the beach. If everyone comes to the beach,
oh my god,
we are gonna get super fucked up
by drinking
by 5:00 at night because for some reason I'm not sure why we. Well, actually, I know why we do this, but we start drinking when we're sitting on the beach.
Like our
and we're
first.
stepping on the beach at 10 a.m.
I know.
So we're guys.
I almost had.
We try to hold on. I'm not done
Can I
yet.
just tell you one thing?
What?
I remember 2023, you and me, we had the cooler down, our chairs down, everything down, and the first thing we did, first thing we did was to the umbrellas up with the beach bub. But is it Bud or Bud?
Bub.
And then we would just go in the store, get a drink, open it up, take the first sip of beer, put in a couple, and then go in the ocean.
Guys, we try to stop this every time. Like we should not start drinking at 10 a.m.
But
it
works.
It never works. We always start drinking at 10 a.m. Like, I understand. Yeah, it's nice to have a drink
at the beach.
Like with family and friends.
Yes.
But when you start doing it at 10 a.m. and you do it for 7 days straight, you might have an issue.
But screw you, Avalon, or any Jersey beach, because you don't allow drinking on your beach because it's illegal there.
Well, yeah. Well, hold on.
Is it legal or is it not allowed there?
Hold on. It's not allowed there. But listen. So, I am a New Jersey beach connoisseur.
I'm not.
I've been there many times. I've been to New Jersey, Ocean City many times. I've been to Avalon, New Jersey many times. Every time I've been to Avalon, though, has been with Dylan. Actually, I missed. He did not go twice with me, but every time I've been with him. So, if you guys don't know, Ocean City, New Jersey, is a dry city, which means no alcohol. But they do have a liquor store right before you cross over onto the island of Ocean City. So, yay.
I also enjoy the boardwalk at Ocean City.
So, Atlantic City, skip over Ocean City, Sea Isle, Avalon, Stone Harbor, all sell alcohol on their island. But I'm not sure about other cities, but I know Avalon you cannot drink beer on the beach.
Bullshit.
But sometimes we know how to hide it. Like we would bring a Yeti or bring a koozie like this one where you can only see the tip of the can onto the beach and we hide it. So you can buy beer, you can serve beer at restaurants, but you can't have it on the beach. So this is why we go to Outer Banks, Myrtle Beach, and Englewood, Florida, so we can drink on the beach.
What's your favorite eatery in Avalon, New Jersey?
Windrift.
Exactly. Because Windrift, guys, it's like Windrift is like right enough a certain area on the beach where you get off of, or Wyatt Park. Usually, if you go to Avalon, there's a big restaurant right to the left, right Windrift Park. It is called Windrift.
Just off to the right if you're coming off the beach.
Coming off the beach to the right if you're coming from the street. It's on the left, but it's right on the beach, and you can get in there, drink, eat food. And this one time, I don't know if you were.
Every time you go to Windrift, I'm there with you.
I don't know if Carl was there or just us two, but we were. I think it was Carl with us. Pure Stone leave the beach because in this distance we saw a big cloud with rain coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Was that with just you and me, or was it with Carter too?
I think it was Carter was with us.
So it was the three of us, me, Wyatt, and Carter. We're just like sitting there, and Wyatt gets his camera out and starts recording. It's like everyone's leaving the beach because of the big cloud with rain. We see the rain coming down, so everyone left the beach, and then me, Wyatt, and Carter leave, get in Wyatt's car, and go home because it was sort of a thunderstorm.
That happens a lot in Florida too. Like if you look in the distance, you can see a cloud.
Yeah, but also
the rain coming down.
And also,
I have a story after that.
And also,
after you're done with yours.
And also, in Florida, we also see what thing called water spouts.
Water spouts remote. Yeah, I've only seen those in Florida.
Yeah, I said Florida.
So
usually in Florida we see water spouts, right?
My story with the storm in Florida is my dad and I were on the beach. You and Carter were back at our condo.
Was this 2023?
I'm not sure what year it was, but they were staying down with us. And then Mom, Aunt Donna, Uncle Tori, and Kyle, or
Right.
maybe it was just them three. I think Kyle stayed at his own condo, but they all went to Venice for the day.
Oh yeah. It was the first. It was the senior. I think the senior that went with us.
So Dad and I
Blue.
were chilling in the condo. I know, chilling on the beach,
We're from 2021 then.
and
No. When was that year?
so doesn't matter what year it was.
Yeah.
We were chilling on the beach, and we're like, oh, it's starting to rain. So we pack up, and as we're crossing the street, we look down, and we see a line, like, of the rain getting harder, and like, I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen a movie where someone's chasing someone, but the rain was chasing us down the street. It looked like it's hard to explain, but it looked like a wall of just like pouring rain was coming while we were stuck in a drizzle of rain.
I saw that once. We were going to North Carolina around Chesapeake Bay Bridge, and you were asleep, but there was a big, like Dad told us to look out. And, like there's a big line of heavy rain coming towards us. So we were driving into it because we had to get over that way. But was there a line coming towards you from the Turtle Bay area?
Yeah, from Turtle Bay area.
So you went back under there. So when did it like was the downpour?
Right when we got back to the garage.
I remember because
So it was like kind of perfect timing.
I remember you came upstairs to where we were staying, and and I'm like, dude, you have the perfect outfit on to get rained on. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just showering and you went.
If you guys look at my Day in Punta Gorda video,
Mm-hmm.
you can see when I'm up on that deck where we used to stay in the Fisherman's Village.
You
You can see the distance where you can see rain falling from the clouds. I think I got a good shot of it.
You did. I'll watch it today.
So, so you guys can understand what we're talking about when we say we can see rain. Like, sometimes it's even crazier how the rain works on the island we stay at. So, it is Englewood, Florida, but
I think it's Englewood Beach.
But the ocean and the island is called Minnesota Key.
Yep.
So with being on an island like this, if there is a Gulf breeze, like if the breeze is coming from the ocean, it pushes all the storms that are coming for us. Like it doesn't hit us. If there's an intercoastal breeze coming off the bay, which is pushing towards the Gulf, then we'll get a storm. But mainly all the time, you can see storms in the distance behind us, but they're not coming because we have an ocean breeze.
The only thing is that I remember once we had a breeze going from the north going south, because I don't know if you saw this. I'm pretty sure you did because you were on the beach with me. There was this storm that was coming down from Tampa. To get us, and we all packed up like we saw a bunch of people leaving the beach. This guy came to me and said, I don't think this state is a sunshine state. I'm like, really? This is like we have a storm coming from Tampa. I get us all. So we all went back. This is the 2021. I remember this 2021. It was you, me, and our parents. We all ran back. And I remember we were sitting in our condo with a storm, and then 10 minutes later it's sunny again.
Yeah, the storms in
Florida
are strange. Like they can last forever, or they can not last at all. So speaking of lasting forever, Florida storms. So I have two stories. So this first one is when it was just the four of us going down to Florida.
Okay.
Dylan and I were at the condo. My parents went down to this bar called the Sandbar, and it was pouring. It was storming like crazy.
It was awful.
My dad called me and said that there was like pretty much a river forming underneath your seats at the bar with like the bar stools. Like, they sit down, it would be like ankle deep
water
running like under their feet at the bar. Second time, this is when it was you, me, and Carter out to dinner.
Okay.
And Mom, Dad, and Tori.
Was it?
Hold on. You know what? Yeah. So you, me, and Carter are out at Beaches Down Under
Having
and
food.
having dinner.
Good food.
And Mom, Dad, and Tori are out at Sandbar. So when we went, this is like when the Phillies were in the playoffs, like Red October. If you guys live in Philly and are Phillies fans, you know about Red October. Dylan's wearing the Phillies shirt right now.
Yeah.
So at this time, it's like maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. Like it's dark out.
Yeah, it's dark.
So I am sitting. So this Beaches Down Under is a place across the street from the beach. So if you're sitting there, you can see the parking lot of the beach and like the water.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like nighttime right now.
Just chilling.
And I am sitting. We're both sitting at a table downstairs on the bottom floor. I have a sitting in a chair that's facing the beach, and Dylan and Carter are facing away from the beach. So with these storms in Florida, they can get like pretty insane. So I'm like looking out to the beach and like seeing like lightning strikes come over the water and stuff, like looking like pretty cool stuff. But I saw the biggest lightning strike of my life strike the water, and right after that, the loudest boom of thunder I've heard in my life. Like I could feel it in my chest. I could feel it like the vibration in the earth. The whole thing shook. Like it was so bad that our waitress came out and asked the whole first floor if everyone's okay because of how loud and how much rattling that boom of thunder caused.
I'm pretty sure someone took their pants. I'm pretty sure somebody.
Yeah.
Not us, but someone else did, I'm pretty sure.
We paid our bill, and then as we're walking back, it's like drizzling.
So we decided to walk.
So we decided to like kind of walk fast.
Fast walk.
Back to our condo.
Where the PS4 was.
Where the PS4 was. That's the point.
No.
When we get there, I remember when we're about to get... So, like, the way our condo is set up, there's a building with 2 entrances, and the second building with all 2 entrances. So, in our building, we're the second entrance, and both entrances are covered. So, once we like, pretty much, right when we get under cover, it starts to pour rain. So, we're like, man, talk about great timing. So, we go upstairs. I'm like... Probably our night walk's not gonna happen tonight because like it rained till like midnight and we usually take our night walk right after dinner. But in that time of us being at home or at the condo and it's pouring, our mom wanted to watch the Phillies game, so she pretty much walked home in the pouring rain.
Underlining.
She came into the room and looked like she just got out of the pool. Like she was just drenched in the rain. So, obviously, with her being drenched, she had to go into her room and use a towel to dry off and change into some dry clothes. But it rained so bad that night. The next morning, by our pool, there's a little ditch. It turned into like a pond, pretty much.
I saw on channel. It's called My Englewood Trip, and you can see it.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the pond.
A pond formed next to our pool. In Florida, after this one storm did this.
One storm did all of it, and like the storm about Florida is like one storm can change everything. But like I remember one time we were here in Exton, and we were at our grandmother's pool, and it started to rain, so we got out of the pool, went into the house. We come back out. The water's a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, rain did this?
Yeah, I remember swimming in a bunch of rain, like not like stars or thunder and lightning, just rain.
Yeah, I remember that time.
Like I'd done it on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I've told the story once on the podcast before, but it was me and my Uncle Mike at the beach. During a storm, we were boogie. Yeah, okay, so I told the storm. But I remember as we were leaving the beach, the lifeguards who were there put up red flags. If you guys don't know what red flags mean for the beach, it means the beach is closed. Like, the surf is way too high, it's dangerous. So, no, you can't. So you can be on the beach, you just can't swim in the water. They'll do that for, like, maybe, like, riptides or, like, bacteria in the ocean or whatever, but you can still be on the beach though.
But this motherfucker, let me tell you this. This motherfucker right here. It was the day of the storm when we were with Carter. On Thursday, I went to our alerts. It's a high surf and rip currents.
This is what happened.
And then this motherfucker decided to go on the beach and skimboard. Yeah, there was no beach.
Okay, listen. There was a beach, first of all. Okay?
There was no beach.
There was a beach. I was able to sit in my
A
chair
little
and
circle.
sit there.
A little circle.
It was more than that, but let me finish.
Go for it.
So, this was like maybe 3 days into our vacation. We get the first day of high surf and riptides.
Uh-huh.
So, all the parents go to my uncle's house. He has a pool at his house. Dylan and Carter go to our pool. And Kyle stays at his condo and fucks off and does whatever he wants. Yeah. But I, by myself,
go to the beach.
Take a chair in my skimboard and go to the beach by myself. It's windy, so that caused the high surf. But I am able to get a few rides in, fall on my ass because that's the best part in the water because that's the best part of skimboarding.
Yeah.
But I'm by myself for like maybe about 3 hours on the beach. So I'm like, I know where Dylan and Carter are. They're at the pool playing football. I'm going to do that. So after my beach trip alone, I went back to the pool and played football.
Because most of the beach was water.
Yeah, I saw maybe like one of the persons sitting there.
But no one else was there.
No.
You and this guy.
This girl, but
girl.
She was sitting far away from me and I was not interested.
So it was just that happened and then why my one's going to the beach, how about the pool? We played football in the pool, and I think what we should do if you ever go back there is, guys, if you notice we have this thing we always do when we go and have Carlos in a hot tub. We always go in the hot tub and tell stories about like
high school, middle school, and then Carter and I tell stories about college. But the way we do football in the pool is pretty nice.
So tell how it is.
We always start off with Dylan as the QB, Carter's the receiver,
and Wyatt,
and me as a
damn linebacker.
Well, defense. Well, cornerback, DB, whatever.
You look like a fucking linebacker.
Safety.
Yes.
So, and every time I rotate, the main objective is for Dylan to complete a pass to Carter. And I'm doing everything in my power, tackling him, swatting the ball away, intercepting the ball away, so he cannot get a fucking reception.
If it's incomplete,
then Dylan tries again. But if it's complete, then I go to QB.
No.
Yes.
You're a receiver. Carter goes to quarterback, and I go to defender.
No. So, I'm defender. Then I go to QB.
Oh, yeah.
Carter goes to defender, then you go to receiver. So it's like a little rotation we do when a reception is made. So that's what we do in the pool. Deepest of the pool is I think 4 or 5 feet.
4 feet.
So it's easy for us to move around the pool.
Sometimes not, but we'll see.
But it's easier for us to it's pretty much tackle. Actually, it's not tackle because I would tackle Carter if he was about to make the catch, and I don't want to make the catch. That's the only time I tackle. But yeah. So that's the fun we have in the pool. A great time. If we do a Florida trip, there's one thing we gotta do before we leave. Go over to Carter's house and inflate his waterproof football.
Yes.
Because it's been flat forever.
No, the thing is that we're gonna be doing a lot of pool, a lot of beach, a lot of walks at night. We'll do every single walk at night. But I think Wyatt's favorite thing to do in Florida is the night walks because we get to walk to our old condos and reminisce about what we used to do when we were there, and also see how long the walk was. But it was long for us because we were just wee boys. And the arch at Turtle Bay is still there. I wonder what they did with the first condo. Is it still there, or they knocked it down?
I guess we'll have to see if we do go to Florida this time. Well, don't. No.
They were talking about it, actually. They were talking about it today if we got home.
About going to Florida?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I guess you guys will see if you go to Florida if you see a video on my channel or Dylan's channel.
You guys only see a video.
But we're closing towards the end, so let's wrap it up with what we got coming up this weekend.
Yep.
Okay, Dylan, you go first. What you got going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Friday, the new game, Sewer Smash, is supposed to be here.
Hell yeah.
Saturday, I work.
Nice.
Oh, but my first shift for a while started at 8 a.m.
Mm.
to 1 p.m.
Mm.
So I'm working in the morning. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Sunday, as far as I know, so Friday is the new game. Saturday, work in the morning. Sunday, I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. But Monday I'm off too, so I think what I'm gonna do if we do have and the new game does work, I might get on there. I might do a few matches and try to unload more characters. But we can also do that on Sunday night with this guy right here.
What's that?
And hopefully Wyatt, can we hopefully can I count on you to get new characters?
I'm amazing.
Cause Kirby,
yeah,
is amazing.
So what I got coming this weekend, Friday I work, but it'll be like in the 70s. So I'm gonna circulate the air, hot air out of the.
But we do at 5 when you're done.
I don't work I work till 3 this week.
Okay, we're done 3 and we're done.
Okay, so at 3 I'm gonna go over to Jamie's because I have a weekend fun and work I have to do. So Saturday is the fun. We're going to Longwood Gardens to watch the Fountain Show at nighttime with fire and lights.
I already did that, bitch.
And water.
I already did that.
I want to get wet.
You're not going to.
Damn it.
Well, I was saying ignorance, plus you might.
I only in the moist zone.
I was in the zone. I was in the front.
And Sunday, Jamie and I are going shopping for food and drinks. If you guys did not know, next week I will not be able to record a podcast because the Wednesday we record.
He'll be in country music.
No. Wednesday I'll be in Virginia. At the time we record this podcast, like 6, I'll be in Virginia because Thursday all the way till Monday I'll be in Nashville. So
the country capital of the whole fucking United States.
So on July 9th, that Wednesday, that day after I come back, you guys will have a great episode podcast to listen to. It'll pretty much be me recapping my whole fucking national trip, and Dylan will also recap what he did while I was gone over
Nashville.
When I was over in Nashville, getting high with Nashville. Getting high with Jamie and some homeless guy.
Meth?
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Well, guys, that's been it for episode 32. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are excited for us to... I know
I told you guys in episode 30, I guess episode 32, but...
But fuck everyone, okay? Fuck everyone. We don't need guests. Like, even Levi's here in the studio with us, and he's not even a guest. He can't talk, okay?
He's just here to give support.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, thank you guys for listening to episode 32 of the podcast, of the Holmes Bros podcast. Hope you sit down and whipped it out when we started, like I just did. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
The fuck out. When I just